Hi everyone, how are we? Hopefully you've all feeling like you've had a successful week this week and have managed to read your comments on your assignments. I haven't had too much feedback from anyone, so I'm hoping that means that everybody found their comments on their assignment and understood what I'd written and why I'd written it. Okay, now one thing I've written on a few people because I sort of see that first assignment as an interim point. This is where we can work out what we can do to get you up for your second assignment, because the second assignment is worth twice as many marks. And I really want you to be able to learn from the first assignment so that you can build on and get a brilliant mark in the second assignment. So I mentioned in a few people's comments about the smart thinking and the studiosity. If you look down the left-hand side of a discussion board, smart thinking and studiosity are there, and they're their first year students, and they're really, really important because they can help you get your writing up to scratch. One of the biggest things with coming back to uni or getting into uni for the first time is learning how to write academically. I know, I've been through it. So it is really important that you use these resources while you've got the opportunity to build up your academic writing skills. Because if you can get your academic writing skills up, you will be fine in all the units. So smart thinking and studiosity are both ways where you can access feedback, support, other tutors to help you specifically with your writing and to get that up there, because we've got a lot of really great people in our group with brilliant ideas, and it's such a pity. It really annoys me because so much of the education course isn't about how brilliant you are as a teacher. It is about how you manage to communicate that and how good your academic writing is, which really, if you're an early childhood teacher, doesn't matter that much once you get in a classroom. What matters is that you actually care about the kids and think about the kids and can analyse and work out how they're learning and what to do to bring on their learning. But to get through uni, you really need to be able to write properly, and it's getting more and more that way. So if you can get in there nice and early when you're first starting these courses and use smart thinking and studiosity, it gives you a huge advantage, and then we don't lose people who would make brilliant teachers, and I just don't want that to happen. It really upsets me when I see that happen. Right, so just get to the discussion board for this week quickly. Getting down there, aren't we? The weeks are flying past. Okay, here we are. I'm going to go through topic 6 because I went through topic 5 last week. Oh, what I was discussing with quite a few people on email is concept mapping. I can see some people are having a bit of trouble with the app, the CMAP app. I've put some links on the assignment too for other apps that you could use for concept mapping. Though once you get the CMAP working, it does actually work really well. The concept map really needs to show all your understanding. So as much as you know about all the learning theories and how they work in that way. So make sure that you're practicing the concept map. It's really important that you manage to get on and do that, I think, in my opinion. Okay, so we'll look at week 6 quickly, because we didn't manage to get through that last week. Michelle's given us a great link. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. I love classical conditioning. I gave Corinne, I think it was Daniel, I'd also given the Simpsons cartoon. I love that cartoon. It is brilliant at showing classical conditioning and Pavlov's dog theory. Yeah, The Simpsons, some people think isn't educational, but there's so many different bits and pieces in The Simpsons that so much applies to education. I often pull out some videos from The Simpsons. I'm glad you loved it, Corinne. Yeah, now we've got a few people discussing it. Cameron's come in and looked at mnemonic strategies. Mnemonic strategies are awesome, aren't they, Cameron? They're fantastic for making sure that we've done all those bits and pieces and learnt. I hope you're using them in your teaching as well, because it will really help you. We're going to, Dylan's written a lot in there. Dylan, scroll back up here again. Yes, you have done a great job. Daniel, you've got there that you can't find the PQ4R method in the textbook. It might not be in the textbook. You may need to do a bit of a search online for that, because if you do a search, you'll find really relevant and current information. I know there are a few things that aren't in the textbook that are mentioned in this unit, and I think it's because this unit has had a different champion take over it, and therefore is starting to go in a different direction, and probably will end up with a new textbook soon. So have a search for that and see if you can find that, Daniel. Just look online. Actually, when I might go in there this evening, so I was going to run in and put some written answers in as well. Cameron, I'm glad you like my video answers. I find it so much easier to get the right perspective across when I do that. So I'll see if I can find some links for you, Daniel, and pop those in there. Dylan, you've got a really good discussion about the difference between cognitive perspective and behavioural theories. I like that you've started thinking about what the differences are between theories. It's really important that you can come up with ways of completely differentiating them, because they are all theories of learning and they have actually got some little similarities, but they come from completely different philosophies of being. So we don't go into that in this unit because it makes it way too deep. But what it comes back, if you start looking at all the Husserl stuff, for example, that leads into the constructivist theory really well. So it's basic philosophical viewpoints which come right back from ancient Greece, and different ways that they impact on how we theorize that people are learning, because people don't actually know how people learn. So it's just a whole lot of theories that are based on philosophies, and they're three completely different theories that we are studying here with the behaviourist, the cognitive and the constructivist, and they all come from completely different philosophical backgrounds. So we won't go into those because it takes years. It took me years of a master's to actually get my head around that one. But it is really important that you look at what the differences are, because they are huge differences, and they're huge differences in perceptions of what human beings are. So I can see Dylan's got it. It'd probably be good if any of you can go in there and read Dylan's post, because it's actually really good at explaining exactly what the differences there are. So that was week 6. Topic 6. I'm just going to fly out again and head my way back to topic 7. Just wait. Computer's a little bit slow tonight, mainly because my oldest son is downloading Sea of Thieves at the same time I'm trying to work. This is the problem with children. They're always doing things like this. Okay, week 7. Right. Now, Michelle's shared a really good video of concept mapping. We haven't got any concept maps in here. I would love to offer a prize. Don't know how I would do that. Maybe I'd clap or something. Sticker, big online sticker for the person who can first post a concept map would be fantastic. Abigail has got up here about inquiry. Oh gosh, I love inquiry learning. I worked in two schools that run the International Baccalaureate for a very long time, and it's all based around inquiry learning. Abigail's got a pretty good discussion here about what inquiry learning is. She's got, yeah, the drawbacks of inquiry are really interesting because if you don't have the right idea of inquiry and if you can't trust the children and haven't got the children, taught them all the different methods for group work, for questioning, for problem solving, different strategies for delivering their results and things like that, then it's going to fall to pieces. You have to do a lot of preparation before you actually get to the inquiry learning to be able to get children to have the strategies to be able to do inquiry learning. And so Abigail's got some really good points there. Critical thinking is so important. And you can get critical thinking right from kindy. So you can run inquiry lessons right from kindergarten if you've taught them. If you always have, you don't just do inquiry and inquiry. You do inquiry and you also have strategies and techniques, skills lessons as well so that they can apply those to their inquiries. It is really important they go hand in hand. Yeah, that's a really good post, Abigail. Well done. Hopefully we get some more, and hopefully we get some in concept maps. Now, I don't know if anyone has started thinking about their infographics yet, but have a look at Pictochart, Pictochart. You may have done that in your digital technologies and learning unit, so you'll know how to do it. If you haven't done that unit before, Pictochart, it's online and it's free. And it makes fantastic infographics, which would be perfect for your assignment for the question 3. So have a go. You might want to do this. If you don't want to try the concept map because you're a little embarrassed that your concept map's gone a little wibbly wobbly, then you could use Pictochart. Try that and see how that goes. At least you're trying the infographic then, and then come back to the concept map. So see how that goes. We're going to discuss all this at our meeting. Now, I haven't had many responses yet because we're going to have another study group like we did for the first task. I'm thinking it will be either this week on the Wednesday or we may need to leave it. But I prefer to get it this week, near the end of the week. So if you can put up on Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which days would be best for you, then I will get onto it and get that started. I will send out an email by Tuesday, so to let you know. And in that, we'll cover concept maps, infographics, and any other questions you're having around this assessment. I think it's best to get onto it earlier rather than later. I know we've got another week after that. Some of you may not have even started thinking about the assignment. I doubt that's the case. But we will get onto that. So if you could let me know, that would be fantastic. I'll write this on the email that I send with this video as well. Okay, well, have a fabulous week and chat to you soon. Okay, bye.